What's good, everybody? What is good? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in the building. You know how we do. We're talking about these draft picks. Went over a few picks already. Go check out the tape. Some drafted players, some undrafted players. A couple drafted players is in Damone Clark, 5th-round draft pick linebacker, 3rd-round draft pick receiver, and Jalen Tolbert, undrafted receiver, and Ty Freifogel, and linebacker Aaron Hansford. Go check them out. Dropping them like it's hot. Feel me? But now we got a tight end coming up, and tight end was a big thing that's been talked about, especially with the contract impasse still going on with Dalton Schultz. He still hasn't signed a multi-year deal yet. He still is on the 1-year franchise tag for a tight end, so we'll see how that manifests, if it's going to forego and go all the way until the season where he just plays on the 1-year deal. Cowboys, they like to cover their backs, and they drafted a tight end in the 4th round with Jake Ferguson, tight end from Wisconsin. And they had an eye on him. I had an eye on him. I kind of had more eye on him after I saw him in the Senior Bowl. I liked his little wiggle. Had really good hands. Said that. Listen to Jim Nagy said he had some of the best hands in the whole tight end class. I concur. I think he has very good hands. He has the type of hands that is going to get him by in the NFL. He's a savvy route runner, and I think that's going to get him by as well in the NFL. Not the greatest speed. I think that's the thing that I really wanted to see after the Senior Bowl, his combine, to see what he was really going to run. He didn't run the fastest. Had some alarms after that. I really didn't talk about him after that. I'm going to keep it real. If we want to just be totally honest about it. I stopped talking about he ran like a 4.8 at the combine. Let's look at some numbers. I'm talking a lot. Let's look at some numbers. Let's get over here right quick. Yeah, so now first of all, I don't hate the pick at all because I understand what they did, and I'm gonna show you why I don't hate the pick and why they did and why I don't hate it. It was in the 4th round, right? This is the 3rd round pick. I don't know if you can see the names. You might not see the faces, but you can see the names on the 3rd round. This is the 3rd round. So I believe after the Cowboys drafted Sam Williams, they were targeting a tight end in the 3rd round. Just my opinion. Could be totally wrong. I ain't listening to nobody else, what nobody else said. I'm just going off what I was thinking in my head. So I said on Twitter, this is where I feel like they're going to go after Jelani Woods, because I feel like this was the time teams would reach for him with that 6'7" frame, 260, 4.65. They're going to reach in that 3rd round to go after him. So I felt like maybe the Cowboys want to get dangerous. You got a few of them pick dangling in the 5th round. Maybe you get offer that pick and move up and go get that guy. They stood pat. Well, because they stood pat, I feel like that's where they lost on out their guy. I feel like their number 1 guy was probably either Jelani Woods. He went to the Colts at 73. Cowboys picked at 88. And then I believe the next guy they wanted was Greg Dulcich, tight end from UCLA. I think those were 2 guys that were on their radar pretty heavy. They were both gone. You're coming in that 3rd round. You probably don't want to say I'm going to jump and get a Jake Ferguson in the 3rd round. That's a reach. You don't have to do that. So with the draft fell, you got your 88 pick. You got your receiver on the board in Jalen Tolbert. You can't let him slide, so that's where you pick it. So I think that's how the board falls. That's where you look at it. And then you go in the 4th round, you say, we got to get our tight end, right? So the tight end is becoming bare now. You don't have those top guys that you wanted. Another guy that you probably wanted to look at that didn't work, I don't know if it's coming up or not. We can go to some other stats. I go to stuff right here. But K. Otten was at the top of the draft. I think they liked him as well. He's gone. So you got 3 of your guys that you liked was gone. So into the picture of Jake Ferguson. You're thinking 4th round, maybe he could slide to the 5th, but maybe somebody takes him now because he has good hands. He's a good, I think he's going to be a savvy route runner. That's what it says about him when you look at the things of what it says right here. 6'5", 250, fits the mold of the Cowboys, what they like at tight end. Here's the numbers. Average backup special teamers Chigoziem Okwamu was available. I see why they didn't do it. He's 6'2 and a half, 238. He doesn't fit the mold, doesn't have the long arms, doesn't have that mold of what the Cowboys want. It would have been a gamble. The Cowboys don't like to gamble. I feel like this was a safe pick. Not a bad pick, but it was a safe pick as far as what they are trying to do. And he fits the Cowboy mold. As you see right here, 4'8", ran that into 40. That's what kind of killed him right there for me. I didn't really talk about him no more. I looked at the other kind of tight ends after that because I felt like Cowboys need speed. Now, go back to his pro day. After his combine, as you can see, here's his combine. You look at it right here. Here's his numbers all the way through. Vertical jump, bar jump, bench press. Here's his pro day workout. He got it lower, so that's good. So it was a 4.81, but it's a 4.77. It's not that much difference. Vertical jump, I think that's a difference from 31 to 34. And then you kind of see what he kind of did right here. College combine workout stats, Jay Ferguson, all the way through, when he was coming into college. Now, you can also see his numbers right here. And I'm going to show the tape from 2020, not his 2021 season. I didn't really get those kind of tape, but I got his tape on his 2020 season, and I got a video of game where he's playing against Michigan. He has 4 catches for 51 yards, a touchdown. We're going to look at that. But some of the things that stood out to me was this. I understood why the Cowboys took him in the 4th round because the other guys were gone. He probably would have been nabbed. They wanted to get a tight end in this draft, so I get it. But he is not a blocking tight end. Me and Boss are going to be talking about this tomorrow. He is not a blocking tight end, in my opinion. I like listening to this guy, Lance Zierlein. I think he's a guy I do like to listen to. And I listen, and I think he says good things. And, this was his projection, round 6 and 7. But some of the things that, I look at what he says and I like, kind of agree with that. But weaknesses, they said about Jake Ferguson that we're going to kind of show on the tape. I'm not trying to blow him out, but just what I saw. Lacks desired physicality as an inline blocker. I don't know if he lacks the desire. I just feel like he couldn't really do it. Needs to add core strength and determination. Yes, he does. He definitely needs to do that. You can see it in this Michigan game. Defensive end play through him too easily. That happened in this game. Average burst off the line and into his routes. I didn't think that was too bad. But those first few weaknesses right there on the blocking, he was just, you'll see what we're talking about here. But the good things you talk about him: holds consecutive record for consecutive games with a catch, clever release stems, and skilled hand uses to slip pressure. You can see that as well. Routes were crisp. Routes were more crisp in 2021. Like I said, you like that speed to threaten the seam vertically and hops to snare at the high point. You'll see that in this game as well. So things he said in here, strengths and weaknesses, you saw in this tape. So let's jump into it while I keep on talking. Let's get back over here. And we're going to talk about some of that blocking that leaves to be desired. As I said before, here is Jake Ferguson. He's number 84. He's at the bottom of the screen. Let's show him. So I might be maneuvering this back and forth. But here we go. Jake Ferguson. Number 84 is right here at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, his positives, great hands. You'll see that in this game. Good on his release stems. You can see that as well. Some nice slippy moves because he doesn't have the great speed, but he's savvy. Like I said, he's savvy in his routes. Great hands. He'll fit in with the Cowboys. He'll make some plays. He's just like Dalton Schultz to me, for real. And when you talk about Dalton Schultz only signing a 1-year deal, and if the number becomes too high for Stephen Jones, here's your cheap guy, right? And he's the same type of 40. Everything's the same type. So you see where we're going here. But just keep a look at some things he definitely needs to work on. People got on Dalton Schultz for his blocking. Well, this is a guy you're going to yell at too. I didn't see in this game. And like I said, this is 2020. I saw some few games in 2021, not a lot. I seen the Senior Bowl. I watched a couple games. I kind of looked back and I got more games in the 2020. And he actually didn't have a bad year in 2020. Let me look at, just show the stats right quick. Yeah, where we at? Go back here. Let me go back to the game right quick. But, you know, his stats weren't that bad. 2020. There it is. This is his 2020 year. And if you look at his whole overview, I mean, these are his numbers. And, I mean, he had 30 catches in 7 games. I mean, he had 46 catches in 13 games. Got to get that yards per average up, 9.8. Got to get that up, like I said. That's where you say you don't have the speed and you want some speed to threaten. I know they're going to probably go back in 12 personnel, but you got to have some kind of speed to threaten. And somebody's got to be able to block if you got 2 tight ends in there. And I just don't feel like this guy is going to be the guy to do it. Don't feel like he has the strength. He's going to get moved around. Don't feel like he has it to do it. So he would just be in there for pass catching. And he doesn't really have the speed. And these guys are faster in the NFL. So I just wonder how they're going to figure that out. You know, just my kind of opinion on it. Don't mean I don't like Jake Ferguson. Just my thoughts on it. But let's talk about it right here. This is where he's going to actually, I believe, first play, I just kind of stood out right here. He got pancaked. Just kind of look at it. A lot of times he let that man, when he's blocking, he lets the defensive man get into him. And he's getting overpowered instantly. So you can see right here. Gets a little bit of push, but he's way too high. And you're way too high, he's going to come up underneath you and do that. That's where you see he gets swallowed right there on that play. And there's a few more plays. I'm like, whoa, those are alarm signals jumping up there. Love the pass catcher. Love the hands. Love the savviness. Don't like the blocking. So that's kind of one right there. But we had a couple other blocks that maybe show something. Let's see. What else did you have, Jake? What else? Jake from State Farm. What you have over here? I think this was a good one right here. I think this is a linebacker he actually got. See him come in motion. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But comes in there. I think he gets him. I think maybe the linebacker just kind of didn't know it was coming. But hey, we're still going to give him the credit that he did it. So whap, boom, he got him on the ground. I like that. You know, good with the bad, the good with the bad, and that's good. That's real good right there. So you like seeing that, right? You like seeing that. But and then they got this little slippy move right here. I like this, and this is what I was talking about, the slippiness. So here we go. We got him again right here. He's on the inseam. Don't know if he's going to be that threat in the NFL, but you never know. Apologize, drinking on my drink. But watch this move. I like that. See that? See that jab step? Put that foot in the dirt. Beat that man instantly. I like that. Now, quarterback goes right here. Had the and I seen him getting double covered quite a bit in this game, so he was a threat. They knew it. So the smart money was to go right here. You have the single coverage to go for the touchdown, but it's just a bad pass. A lot of inconsistent passing with this quarterback because you seen the double right here, so this should have been a touchdown. It was ended up being incomplete. I don't know what kind of throw that was, but I love to get off the line. I do like that. We want to see that again. Watch him putting that foot in there. Here you go, Jake Ferguson right here. Jake from State Farm. That's what I'm going to call him, Jake from State Farm. He was in the red. He had the red and white, so I'm calling you Jake from State Farm. Okay, so boom. I come up with them names. Now, I ain't come up with that vanilla gorilla, but I think somebody in my tweet did, and I'm about to retweet it because he said it back in the day. And that's on the popping. We get nicknames out here, though. But Jake from State Farm, let's see what you're doing out here. Watch this move. You see, I like that. I like that jab step. I like that jab step. A little more energized in my videos, too. Apologize if I wasn't. A little monotone, but I still had that energy on the inside. But we got showed on the outside. But look, hey, he had it right there. That was a touchdown. Should have threw that touchdown. But Feel me? They threw that double because they knew he was out there. You know what I mean? They knew he was out there. But let's get to his first catch. Nothing special. It was nothing special. It was a regular average catch. But I guess we'll look at the hands. And that's a good thing. Didn't drop it. That's a good thing, right? So let's go over to that right now. That definitely wasn't it. He's not number 24. So let's go over here. He's going to come in motion. Wow. Dump it off. Catches with his hands. You know, you got a lot of room right there, so you should be able to get that yardage. But like I said, doesn't offer a lot after the catch because of the speed. Doesn't really have it. We'll have to see how he matches up. You saw what we see in Dalton Schultz. He's a 4.7 guy. You know, Blake Jarwin, you liked about Blake Jarwin because he did offer a little bit more get-go than Dalton Schultz. That's what you kind of liked about him. But he doesn't really offer it. But like I said, great hands. Maybe you can get him in that red zone, savvy underneath. You won't be thinking about him. Slippy, get sneaky grabs. That's how Dalton Schultz did it. You know what I mean? So we'll look at those things. So let's see. We got him out here. Is this some blocking? I think it is. And I want to watch this because he gets in a good initial, but once again, he gets overpowered. Not a strong base. Even though he's 250, not a strong base. Like I see out here, so he's getting just pushed back in there, overpowered. Just wham, just. You know what I mean? I don't think if you're running off tackle and he's right there and he's blocking a DN or a linebacker in the NFL who has some savviness or knows he's going to reach when he tries to block, they're going to set him up all day. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. So that's what you just got to keep your eye on right here. Let's go right there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're going to look at some missed blocks. Let me go over there. We're going to go to some missed blocks. I don't want to put you on blast, dog. I really don't. I mean, I like you. I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put you on blast for nothing. You know what I mean? But, man, this has got to get better, dog. And I know this is last year, 2021, but still, blocking is blocking. You know what I mean? Blocking is blocking. So, got to block a block out there. Feel me? Got to block a blocker. So, watch this right here. Going to come in motion again. Right there. Here he is. Jake from State Farm. Here we go. See, too many times, like I said, get them hands out a little more. Let's the defense come underneath him, and he doesn't really have the power yet. So, whoop. See that? Whoop. Let's go right back. Let's go right there. Let's go right there again. Whoop. You know what I mean? That can't be happening. You can't, if they're running to your side and that happens, you're going to get your guy killed. Or you're going to get your quarterback killed. You know what I'm saying? And he does give up a sack in one of these plays. Let's go to a second catch. This is a good catch. Nothing spectacular, but he made the catch and got the first down, so that's what we'll be happy about. But like I said, nothing spectacular in the stats you can see right there. That's the throw that happened right there. That's spectacular, but hey, 4 catches, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. That's not a touchdown was spectacular. Where's he at right here? Here he goes. I think, like I said, savvy route run. I think he could hit you with the Jason Witten, fake you in here, and then get you right here. You know, Jason Witten used to kill you with that. Get you, fake you right here, come back right here. That's what he may have to learn. You know what I'm saying? But Jason Witten, come on out here and hit him with that. But that looks Wittenish, Dalton Schultz-ish, Wittenish, Dalton Schultz-ish. That's what it looks like-ish. Wittenish and Dalton Schultz-ish. See it right here. Mm-hmm. Boop. Easy. Yep. Easy. In and out. First down. Okay. Let's go to the other tape. We got a little overpowered on this play. Let's go to this one. Was it? Let's see right here. Let's see. Was it this one? Nah, I think it's. Oh, yeah, it is right here. We got Ferguson right here. I think he's going against a defensive end right here. That's where we was talking about defensive ends play too easily through him. You already saw one. Actually saw a couple. And let's see right here. One-on-one right here. Watch this. Not good. Giving up the sack. I told boss. I know this was last year. I know he had a few pancakes in that Penn State game. But, buddy, that's what I seen a lot of. And I ain't even showing you a lot of it. I'm not showing you the whole game. I'm just showing you clips. Feel me? Watch a little bit right here. Just some clips. Right here. Watch that. You know? Can catch the ball. But I don't want him blocking. I don't want that blocking. I don't want that kind of blocking. It's bad. Get him better technique, but not just technique, because that's, you know, the guy's going to rip and grab your jersey and throw you on out the way. That's what they're supposed to do. And you beat. And boom, you're giving up the sack. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting quarterbacks killed. So you can't be doing that. And just don't have the strength to really, if you can't really handle that, because you could get with the little corners and maybe a little safety, but was having real problems with them ends and big backers in this game. That's what I saw. Let's get to another one. All right, so let's see what we got right here. I think he whiffs on the block right here. Send him in motion. Right here. Here we go again. Let's see if he can make up for it. See if he can make up for it. See? Head down, just bad technique all the way through. And look at that. It's not going to work. It's not how it's supposed to go. And you see, doesn't make the play. So that leaves to be desired, that blocking. But right after that, even with the bad blocking, we can talk about the bad blocking, but right after that though, okay? Let's see what he does right here and makes up for it. Let's see how he makes up for it right here. Here we go. I wasn't trying to show you the bad Jake Ferguson, Jake from State Farm, Ferguson, but this is the good. This is the good. This is what he offered. I told you about them hands, dog. Get off me. Here we go. Look at that. Ooh, see? That's what I talk about. That's what we talk about. The best hands in the tight end class right here. Might not be the most athletic. Might not, kill you with the wiggle and all that good stuff. But right there, can't replace them hands. Can't replace them hands, dog. That's what you can't do. There you go. Good move right there. Watch him high point that. Look at him high point that ball right there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful right there. That's poetry. That's poetry in motion right there. That's what he offers you. Okay? That's what fourth round got you. Right there. Fourth round got you right there. So if he can do that, make these type of plays in the red zone, being sneaky, gonna have to step up that blocking, dog, because I don't know. I think he knows the mental part of the game. I think he knows that mental part of the game. I think he's going to be a studier. I think that's why the Cowboys liked him, and I feel like that's why they picked him. And like I said, for where they picked him, they were thinking, we got to get a tight end now before we lose out. We got a wide receiver. If we don't get this tight end now, we're not going to get the one we want. Isaiah Likely was available. Chigoziem Okwama was available. So I'm going to look at both their careers as it relates to Jake Ferguson, as Law says it relates to. But I'm going to look at, especially Chigo, look at his career. He went to the Houston Texans. Not the Houston Texans. He went to the Tennessee Titans. That's a great place because I say it reminds me of like Delaney Walker with that. He didn't have the measurables like Jake Ferguson did, and I feel like, he was more the safer pick for the Cowboys going that route because they knew him. It was more of a gamble if they went with Chigo, even though he ran a 4.5, the best 40 time. And if you look at his tape, he's a willing blocker, and he blocks. He's got strength. He's got power. Just don't have the long arms. 32-inch long arms, really big kid. Um, Plays through contact, runs through tackles. So we gonna see how I'm gonna watch them two guys' careers. But fourth round draft pick from Wisconsin, Jake Ferguson. I picked him on a couple of my mock drafts because I just feel like he was the tight end that the Cowboys like. I was trying to pick how they like and what they like, who they like to go after, and I think he's the type. And you saw how he was drafted. So give the tape a like. About to go do this little thing right quick, and we'll be talking to you soon. Come and follow us, subscriber on the Facebook or the Big Game James YouTube page. Check out